Hey everyone, Cold Del Soda here, and today we are going to take a look at some cancelled ROM hacks. So I have 3 cancelled ROM hack projects to talk about today. They all look like they were going to be pretty cool, and surprisingly, they were all cancelled for similar reasons. The first cancelled ROM hack project we are going to look at is one called Banjo Speedy. This was being developed by Chris James, aka Logo, the same person who made the famous Banjo-Kazooie mod called Banjo Dreamy. So as far as the information I have found, it seems like this was not intended to be a sequel to Banjo Dreamy. The name of this cancelled project, Banjo Speedy, probably points out to you that this was made more geared towards speedrunners, and I'm someone who is not remotely a speedrunner. I am not even close to being that good at any game, really. So you start off in this training area, and that's just where you learn the basic Banjo-Kazooie moves from Bottles, RIP. Once you get through the training area, you end up in this first level that is sadly not complete. There is a little bit to play here though. I'd say it took me about maybe 40 minutes to complete everything that was in this ROM hack. And a lot of it was me exploring and seeing if there was anything I missed, just so I could see what was finished and what was unfinished. But sadly, there's only like a few jiggies to collect, and you end up in this room with a bunch of note doors, and that's where it ends. From what I understand, Chris James didn't finish this because he is working on his own project, and that is called Brave, and it's actually a really cool, really fun looking indie game about collecting instruments and stuff. As far as I know, there's no playable demo for it, but I am very excited to be able to play this, and I highly suggest that you go follow him on Instagram at Secret Game Studio. The link will be in the description. Go check this out because it looks pretty cool. And most of the information I got based off of this canceled project came from the YouTuber Mark Kurko, so also go check out his channel as well. The second canceled ROM hack we're looking at is Super Mario 64 The Warped Worlds. Now this was being developed by Jefftastic Games, yet again very limited due to it being cancelled before it was finished. But you got a few worlds here. You got Daffodil Meadow and Flying Fortress, which is a lot like Whomp's Fortress. I believe he was making this with intentions to make the worlds similar to the ones on actual Mario 64, so I assume that's where the Warped Worlds name comes from. There's also this really cool part where you're in like a lantern room and you have to like go between lanterns, but you have to make sure you're going to the right one. It kind of reminds me of going from tree to tree in the Lost Woods on Breath of the Wild. Also, I didn't find this out until I had already completed the mod, but you could press L to switch to Luigi, and of course he controls exactly how you would think he would. He jumps a lot higher. When you do the backflip, he'll do that twirl, just like how he controls in Mario 64 DS. And Mario just controls how he does in regular Mario 64. I thought the worlds in this were pretty cool, and yes, they definitely do remind you of worlds that would be in Super Mario 64. There are only 2, and they are both pretty fun though. There's some creativity put here. There's like a Prince Bomb, and he has custom moves that he uses on you. So it's an entirely new boss fight, and I just thought that was pretty cool. But unfortunately, these 2 worlds are basically all you have to play. It's just a super short ROM hack, and of course that's to be understood due to it being cancelled so early. But yeah, I gotta say, a fun little experience, and it's very unfortunate that this will never be completed. Again, it just seems like Jefftastic did not finish this because they had their own project to work on, and they are still currently working on this project, and this project is Newman Network's Channel 64. This one actually has a playable demo for it, and you can go check it out right now. I'll have a link in the description to that, and I will also have a link to Jefftastic's YouTube channel. This project looks like a very cool homage to N64 3D platformers. If you enjoy those, definitely go check this out, and make sure you subscribe to Jefftastic. The third and final canceled ROM hack we are looking at today is the most unfortunate tale, because this one looked like it was going to be so amazing. And this one is The Legend of Peach. And no, not that other one, though that one looks pretty cool too. We are talking about this one, the one made by Melon Speedruns, that puts Link in the world of Super Mario 64. I believe Melon Speedruns said that they had to recreate this world, and they used textures and assets from The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. It's basically shaped like the world from Super Mario 64, but it's textured like the world from The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And I think that mashup just works so well for this ROM hack. Unfortunately, the only world they were able to get complete was Bob-omb Battlefield. But I can tell you, it is still really cool just to play Bob-omb Battlefield in Ocarina of Time. So Link controls exactly how he does in Ocarina of Time, because this is built in the Ocarina of Time engine. So all of the Mario 64 enemies are also replaced with Ocarina of Time enemies. On top of the mountain on Bob-omb Battlefield, instead of it being King Bob-omb, it's actually a very big Deku Scrub. And I'll tell you, if you're not very experienced at playing Ocarina of Time, this boss fight will probably give you a little bit of run for your money. But unfortunately, that's where it leaves off. After you complete Bob-omb Battlefield, there is nothing left to do in this ROM hack. From what I found, Melon Speedruns didn't finish this because they wanted to focus on getting better at game programming, and I can't blame them at all for that. Not only me, but a lot of other people have hoped that someone else would pick up the development for this ROM hack and completely finish it. But for now, this is all we have to play, and honestly, good luck finding the file, because it is so hard to even find. And from what I understand, Nintendo has been removing videos about this ROM hack as well, so I should probably not put the link in the description, because honestly, I don't even remember where I got my file from. But go follow Melon Speedruns on Twitter at Melon Speedruns. Link will be in the description for that as well. And again, I got the information about this ROM hack from the YouTube channel Mark Kurko. There used to be a video of Melon Speedruns actually talking about the development of this ROM hack, but I wasn't able to find it recently, so it must have got taken down. But as a huge fan of Ocarina of Time and a huge fan of Mario 64, this is such an awesome idea, and I really hope that somebody picks it up and finishes it. If I knew anything about programming, I would definitely give it a shot myself, but unfortunately, I have no idea. Okay, so as I was sitting here editing, I pulled up Mark Kurko's channel because I was going to add the screenshot of his channel to my video, and he actually, as of 6 hours ago, has a new video up, and it's showcasing another mod that has Whomp's Fortress in Ocarina of Time. I don't think this is part of The Legend of Peach per se, but it's Whomp's Fortress from Mario 64, remade in the Ocarina of Time engine. So pretty cool that we got another level in here besides just Bob-omb Battlefield. So make sure you go check that out too. But overall, is it unfortunate that these ROM hacks were not completed? Yes, it is. But also, you have to respect the fact that these three developers moved on to something bigger in their lives. And I am genuinely excited for the future projects of these three developers. I don't think Melon Speedruns is currently working on anything, at least that I know of. If you know anything, make sure you comment that down below. But genuinely, I am happy for these three developers moving on and doing something they enjoy. And if you're interested in any of the projects that I mentioned that they are currently working on, please make sure you go to the description and go follow these people. But what do you guys think? Do you wish that these ROM hacks would have been completed? And are you happy for the developers for moving on to something they're more passionate about? Please, let me know in the comments down below. And make sure you go follow all these developers. And if you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video. I'm Cold Soda, and I'll see you in the next one.